It's Nick from TBTB, and I am coming to you from high atop the Thunderdome in beautiful and deserted New York City, Midtown. G0 also, if you want to look at it that way. It's kind of a breezy day up here, so it's always nice to go outside. Anne-Marie's inside actually, but she's practicing her French horn, which is really cool. But, you know, I think it doesn't work with a video at this point, so I'm going to keep you away from that. You'll hear it soon enough. Anyway, I wanted to talk today a little bit about fear, because fear is really running rampant right now for good reason. I mean, we're all afraid. We're in uncharted waters here. We are in a place that none of us in this whole world have ever been all at once, and we are not prepared. I mean, physically not prepared, emotionally certainly not prepared. It's all unfolding in real time, and it's really kind of scary. So we're trying to get through it. What can we do about this? How can we prevent our fears from getting the best of us, and really from sapping the strength that we have? Because as we are all able to generate fear, we all have it in us to generate other things as well, positive things. Even if you use the fear in a good way, or you use the anger in a good way, there's a way to do that, and I can't really say what that way is, but I know that there's a good way. I think it's hard because we're all sitting at home right now, and you're on your computers, and you're constantly getting little pop-ups from the news, and you watch television, and we all need to know the news. And I'm not saying don't stay informed, but I am saying you got to turn it off. And I think one of the lessons that I've been sort of learning, technology is a great thing. I love the technology that we have. I think it's wonderful. It's allowing me to send this video out to you guys right now, which is cool. But I also think it works against us, because we tend to have our heads in the technology and not in what's in front of us, what's in the real world, what is happening in my immediate vicinity, in my space. And that, I think, is a lesson that we need to relearn now. We have to focus on what is in front of us, immediately right here. Otherwise, if we take on the burden of the city, the burden of the country, the burden of the world, it's way too heavy and way too much for any of us to handle. So anyway, I think right now we should try to take some stock and focus on what we've got. If we have it in us to create fear, then we also have it in us to create strength, and we have it in us to create positive, to turn that on itself. And I think that's what we sort of have to do. So my question to you guys is, what is a characteristic that you have, that you possess, that you consider a strength? I'll start. It's a hard one, because I don't have a lot. I got to kind of dig in deep there. I think one of my strengths is my tenacity. Some people would call that stubbornness. Some people would call that pig-headedness. Some people would call it a bunch of other things that are not nice. I think it's a strength. I can't help it. I'm a May baby. I'm a Taurus baby, so I'm a bull 100%. And I think tenacity is something that I won't quit. I will keep at something until I will keep at it, and no matter what, I won't stop. And I think that's important. So that's what I want. That's what I try to do. And I want to know what your strengths are. I want to know what positive things you guys have, or even if some people consider them negative, why do you consider it positive, and how can we use that? So please, below, please indicate that to me. I would appreciate that. Also, I think it's now time to start rolling out the what I'll call the cheap shots, the bad theater shots. Okay, I know we all have them. I was bitten by the acting virus many years ago, and it's still affecting me. So I think it's time to start rolling out the cheap shots. So I'm gonna get the ball rolling with this picture right here. Oh! Okay. This is a picture that was taken a long time ago, like back in 1980s, okay? This was a production, a college production of Snoopy, and guess who got to play Snoopy? All right, so that's the picture that I'm starting with. I got a lot of them. Oh, I have so many. So I want to share them with you, but I want you to share them with me as well. So do me a favor. If you have a cheap shot, an early theater shot, a picture that you don't really like anyone to see, bring it out now, because I swear to God, now's the time we need to see that stuff. Send me those pictures. Send them to tbtbinfo@gmail.com. tbtbinfo@gmail.com. Excuse me, at gmail.com. I'm so excited, I'm choking here. tbtbinfo@gmail.com. If you send me your pictures and you give me permission to use them, I promise you they will be used very wisely and very well. I think it's, if we can't generate live theater on our little electronic devices, I think we have to sort of dig in deep and start pulling out the theater from wherever we can get it. So let's make that happen, okay? So anyway, please stay safe, stay healthy. Yes, follow the news, but turn it off. And again, realize you've got so much more strength. We all have so much more strength. We're gonna get through this. I promise you. It's a big change, but that's what we do best. We adapt to change. TBTB is a company that's dedicated to working and advancing the work of people with disabilities, disabled artists, professional artists that are the best in the world. And one of the key things that I've learned about a person with a disability is their ability to adapt. Charles Darwin, we always think survival of the fittest, only the strong survive. No. The ones who are able to adapt to change, they're the strong ones. They're the survivors. So let's continue to survive. Let's stay strong and know that you are loved, and we'll talk to you soon. All right? Bye-bye.